So guys, over the weeks, we have been following the development of the affordable Model Ys, the performance Model Ys, and now the Robotaxi Model Ys. And despite the fact that they are based off of the same vehicle platform, there are some distinct differences between them, and it looks like Tesla is preparing to deepen the gap by introducing some additional upgrades to some very exclusive vehicles. Going back to earlier this year, Tesla had shifted its strategy away from building the next generation vehicles using the planned unbox process. Instead, the company confirmed that this manufacturing approach will debut with the upcoming Cybercab and future models. For now, Tesla has opted to develop the low-cost vehicle using its existing production lines. Since then, we have been closely following every vehicle that rolls off of the production line, watching for any signs of the long-awaited model. Tesla has confirmed that its upcoming low-cost vehicle remains on schedule, with production set to begin in the first half of 2025. Production is expected to start as early as June, with market availability to follow shortly after. The new model will blend elements from Tesla's next generation platform with the components from existing vehicles. It will be built alongside the Model Y on the exact same manufacturing lines, and according to Chinese reports, Tesla's new affordable vehicle is internally referred to as E80, a project focused on significant cost reduction. Standard features are expected to include fabric seats, single-color ambient lighting, a simplified speaker system, manual liftgate, and a smaller capacity battery. The base trim is reportedly priced at $26,000, with deliveries anticipated to begin as early as July. Now, with all that being said, a new vehicle prototype was spotted just this week rolling off of the production line at Tesla's Fremont factory, and it stands out noticeably different from any other vehicles around it. Captured and shared by MedGod in Wilderness, an 11-minute drone video highlighted a Model Y driving around the factory lots. This vehicle looks substantially different than any we've ever seen before, with some major updates happening to the exterior. In the video, we can spot this vehicle positioned near a standard Model Y, and it's immediately clear that it's noticeably shorter in length. A rough visual comparison suggests the prototype has a shorter rear section, pointing to a reduced wheelbase and a smaller overall footprint. From a top-down view, the roof appears slightly misaligned with the rest of the body, and notably, it seems like Tesla has finally made a decision to swap the glass roof out for a full metal panel. Unlike the surrounding Model Ys and other vehicles in the lot, this prototype lacks any roof transparency, strongly suggesting a deliberate cost-saving decision for the upcoming affordable models. And finally, a close-up shot of the vehicle now reveals that the doors now lack any visible handles, blending seamlessly with the body color. This raises the possibility that Tesla is testing a hidden or push-button entry system similar to what they are using on the Cybertrucks. Alright, so I know how excited everyone is for this car. No matter what they strip out, it's still going to be a Tesla in the end. It's going to have all the best tech and full self-driving capability. If they get it to the perfect price point, this is going to be the best-selling car the world has ever seen. Now, the only thing that might raise a concern just ever so slightly is the fact that there is being the smaller dimension, meaning there's going to be a smaller footprint, smaller room for a battery, and ultimately, that means you are going to get less range. Hopefully, we do see some advancement in the battery density with this new advanced vehicle, but whatever they decide to do, we are going to know in the next couple of days, as the deadline is by the end of this month. So we should be hearing an announcement anytime now, and you will be able to order the next best vehicle in the lineup. Now, on the same topic as the Model Y, Tesla is currently also in the process of upgrading certain vehicles, modifying various areas to improve its performance for the ride-hailing service. According to a report by Business Insiders, Tesla has been working on modified Model Ys for its Robotaxi program. The program, known internally as Project Halo, features upgraded Model Ys with components that differs from those in consumer versions. Key upgrades include active self-cleaning cameras and reinforced housing shields to keep debris and potential damage away. This vehicle also features a second telecommunication unit alongside the standard one in the Model Y. These units enable GPS tracking and facilitate communication and remote operations. Tesla plans to integrate the Halo vehicles into the fleet later this year, while the current Model Y fleet is already adapting new ways to improve the ride-hailing performance. A user on X going by Dirty Tesla has documented several techniques Tesla is currently using. One involves a special cleaning function for the front-facing cameras where the wipers will move back and forth over a specific area to keep the housing clear of obstructions. Another method Tesla is currently using to reduce camera obstruction is the addition of a lower bumper lip. Beneath it, a metal bar spans the entire width of the bumper, likely serving as a splash guard to keep dirt and water off of the rear cameras. Lastly, the current Robotaxi setup includes an additional headliner attachment near the rear window. While it might be mistaken for a speaker at first, possibly for future Grok integration, it appears to be an extra antenna designed to boost signal strength for remote operator assistance. Now, we don't know as of yet if any of these features will eventually make its way onto our current production Model Ys, if this will be a paid retrofit in the form of an accessory on the Tesla shop. We don't know so far what Tesla plans to do, but to get our cars onto the Robotaxi network and onto the fleet, we will need a way to clear the obstruction on the camera and to avoid dirt and debris from covering up the lenses. So there we go, guys. It seems like Tesla is finally realizing that the current setup alone isn't enough to counteract all the external elements to avoid dirt and debris from covering up the camera lens, and if it does, there needs to be a way to wipe it clear. At the moment, all of these minor updates and improvements are just to mitigate some of the issues while the cars are on the fleet. But Tesla does have a plan for a future ultimate cleaning solution for the upcoming cars. This is going to resolve a ton of the issues that all of us are facing. Now, this is perfectly planned with the talks of Hardware 5 in production. This is going to be the sensor suite that is going to resolve it all. It's going to come with multiple upgrades, and it's going to come with the cleaning solution that is going to wipe all the obstructions off of your lenses if it ever does come up. Realistically here, against what anybody tries to believe, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, thinking what is physically possible and what is not. If something blocks up the camera, there is no way to clear it through software. There are ways to sort of get around it temporarily by using other redundancy cameras around the car, but it needs to be properly fixed, and the only way to do that is through active hardware, through an active cleaning solution. And this is what's going to drive the Robotaxi network and all of our cars running unsupervised full self-driving. If you want to know more about this upcoming Hardware 5 camera sensor suite upgrade that does it all, I will drop a link in the description below and up top there. That's going to go through over everything that we have talked over the months and what you should be expecting, and should you be waiting for Hardware 5 or AI 5 to arrive before picking up your car. But yeah, out of all this, we can expect a steady upgrade and improvement over to the Robotaxi vehicles first, and eventually trickle its way down to our production vehicles by later this year. Before we head off, wrapping it up, I do have a question for you. Do you think it's actually necessary to have an active cleaning solution, or do you think Tesla is going to work up some software magic this time around and get the rest of the fleet onto this network without any issues? Or do you think that they are going to scrap the entire thing and wait for us to upgrade our cars? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Drop it in the comments below. And of course, I will be keeping a close eye on everything that comes up over the next few days and the next few weeks. So make sure you stick around and hit that subscribe and that bell notification if you haven't already done so. And follow me over on X or Twitter at HeyJohnE. Over there, you can get the latest things you wouldn't be able to see over here. And you can chat with me anytime. I'll respond as quickly as possible. This should be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.